time. Oh my gosh, honey, I had the best time in the world. It's a different country down there. It's a different. Sydney is so clean. Sydney, Australia is one of the cleanest cities I've ever seen. I didn't see trash anywhere
Oh,
on the
nice.
sidewalk right
That's
here. And
beautiful.
they are so health conscious in Sydney, Australia. It's crazy. So health conscious. Everybody's
No.
walking, running. Listen, I'll tell you what I started doing. You know what I started doing? I never walked in my life ever. We walked every day, blocks and blocks in Australia. You know what I've been doing since I've been back home? I've been walking every
You're
day too.
welcome. Oh, good.
Isn't that amazing? I love that.
Yeah.
All right, honey. So do you want me to see who comes through for you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. I feel there's a mother figure here for you, like a mom or a grandmother. I feel like you lost one of your grandmothers as well.
It would be grandmothers. Yeah.
Both grandmothers.
Yeah.
Now your mom is still here, correct?
Yeah.
Was she in the hospital with you with this procedure? I feel like she was there for. She was, wasn't she? I feel like she was there, wasn't she?
Yeah, her and my husband.
It was kind of minor.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. I mean, what happened wasn't minor. I wouldn't consider, but the procedure was, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that you're doing better. I wish you was. You know what? I do energy healing. I can help you speed up faster if you want me to.
Okay. Maybe right now or after?
After. We'll do the reading after.
Okay.
What part of the body did you have the surgery on?
It was like my uterus.
Yeah, I can, honey. I can. Trust me. I can help you heal. Trust me. I can help you heal about 10 times faster.
Okay.
If you'd like me to do that,
sure.
Listen. I had a hysterectomy myself back in 2004 or 5. Unbeknownst to me, I had something else different than that. But I know the uterus thing very well. I haven't started the reading, so I just figured I would tell you about the uterus thing. So I know exactly how you feel. So I know how much pain I was in.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So I can do energy healing for you. And did you just find me? I feel like you did.
I've been watching you just like
a few days.
For a few months, just watching.
Oh, a few months. It's not a few days, a few months. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jason. Hi. Well, a few months. Well, thank you so much, Britt. I appreciate you. All right. So let me so your grandmother's your passed. Now your dad is also here, correct? Your dad is still alive.
No.
Oh, he's also passed. Okay. I felt like. Do you have a father figure around you though? I feel like there's a father figure around you.
That's living?
Yeah.
I mean, my father-in-law, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry about your dad, sweetheart. I'm so sorry about your dad. Let me tell. Hi, you guys. You guys, hold on one second. I am in a reading on my TikTok, so please, I cannot answer questions right now, so just bear with me, okay? I'm talking to TikTok, so please bear with me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Your dad is immediately pulling me to his heart. Did he have heart problems, or maybe he had like a heart attack when he passed away? Does that make sense for your dad?
No.
I feel like it could be somebody else around you then. Okay. I'm hearing about who had heart problems. Somebody around you is having heart problems or had heart problems.
The living father-in-law is having heart problems.
Okay.
I think he's going to get, I forget what it's called, but like, he has to get a procedure done.
Is he supposed to have a bypass?
He told me, but I honestly, something. Yeah, it's not, I think it's to unclog, like arteries.
Okay, so he's probably going to get stents kind of thing?
Maybe, yeah, that sounds maybe more like it. But he's in the process, like he just did the stress test and doing all that stuff right now. So the procedure will be very soon.
Lord have mercy.
Maybe that's my father-in-law that's around me a lot.
I had a stress test at the beginning of last year. It was so hard for me to keep up. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. I did the walking stress test and it was the incline and the... I don't know if I ran or nothing, but those are not funny, are they?
No. So he did pass his, so we're hopeful for surgery and for recovery, and
yeah,
I think everything's gonna be okay though.
I don't mean to interject myself in the readings. I do that sometimes. I apologize. I do not mean to do that. It happens.
No, you're fine.
I just relate very much with you guys, and that's why sometimes I do. I'm sorry, Britt.
Don't apologize. You're fine.
So let's go back to your dad. Cancer. Is there a cancer reference with your dad? Okay, I don't think I'm connected with him yet, but somebody around you has a cancer reference, or they are the sign of cancer, maybe.
the grandparent. I mean,
your grandmother. I feel like she's like a mom figure as well.
Both of them had cancer. Yes.
Because when I hear a reference, if you tell me no for the wrong person, it is somebody around you. I know for a fact it is somebody around you.
Yeah, they have passed. Yes.
I don't hear these words, and it's not wrong because you said no. It's just for somebody else, if that makes sense.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
So, your mom's mom, she had cancer, didn't she? I feel like she had cancer.
She did. Yes.
Who had the accident?
Like a car accident?
Yeah, who had an accident? I just heard accident, or an accidental passing, if that makes sense. Like I feel it was somebody had a car accident, or was an accidental passing.
Not sure about that one right now. Yeah, none of them were accidents. Like we knew it was happening. You know what I mean? Coming.
Okay, well I'll come back to that because I heard accident for some reason.
I'll keep thinking, but nothing's popping.
Okay. You didn't have one of your friends have an accident?
No. With all my friends, thankfully.
Okay. Well, it could have been maybe somebody didn't pass away. They could have just had a car accident instead, like a regular car accident.
Not that I know of. Okay. Yeah, not that I can think of. I mean, I've been in car wrecks, but like when I was a teenager.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
You know, but we were all fine.
Okay.
But nothing like that I can think of that would make sense.
That's okay. I'll put that one to the side. I don't know why sometimes I hear these words and
it's okay.
It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just isn't for the right time, if that makes sense, you know?
Yes.
Let's see. No, I'm drawn to your uterus for just a second. I literally heard uterus. Was there something? Were your menstrual cycles off for some reason?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you're doing okay, though.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm trying to focus on your dad. Let me see what he's saying. First of all, he says, I agree with what you said about my daughter. She is beautiful, isn't she? But I feel like your dad always complimented you.
Yeah. Yes.
Were you not as close with your dad as you wish you were? I feel like I feel that from you.
I was super close with my dad, but there was reasons that caused us, you know, where he wasn't able to be probably show up as much, if that makes sense. But I was definitely a daddy's girl. My parents were divorced, so I stuck with my dad.
Would it make sense when he talks about having depression?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have to ask you something about your dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's what I'm hearing was, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it. Does it make sense to you when he says that?
He always said he was going to go out the way he did, which was, he had a problem, I would say. Not like...
No. I feel like he died the same way my husband died with something that was laced with F, not necessarily with F, but that's how my husband died. He was a lifelong ADD-ICT. I feel he had a substance problem, if that makes sense.
Yes, but with drinking.
Okay. Yeah. That's what alcohol. I said, substance. I wasn't really talking about the rugs with the D, but he said he had a substance problem.
Yes, alcohol.
I have to turn my music up a little bit. My son's being a little loud.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
He drank most of your life, didn't he? That's what he's making me feel. He drank most of your life, didn't he?
Yes. Always.
He said, I'm sorry, sweetheart. He said, listen, I'm clean and sober now. I have a fresh mind. I have a clear mind. I feel a 3 reference with him. Has he been gone for a few years? Because I feel a 3 reference with him. He told me 3. I asked how long he's been gone. What I heard was 3. So that's my reference that he hasn't been gone a long time, if that makes sense.
He's been gone quite a while.
Okay. There could be another 3 reference with him.
Right, yeah. He has 3
children?
Of us.
Is there 2 girls and a boy or 2 boys and a girl? I feel there's 2 and 1.
2 boys and a girl, and then I was the girl. But my oldest brother was a half brother, so it wasn't his biological, but he adopted him.
But that's
okay.
That
was his son. Yeah,
that was his son. It doesn't matter. That was his son, sweetheart. That was his son. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
He treated him just like his own. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh yeah.
He says, "Baby, I'm sorry." He says, I wish that I could have made things easier for you. I have a feeling his alcoholism was a big problem while your parents broke up.
Oh yeah.
Your
mom. That was
your mom.
The main reason.
That's what he's just making me feel that's broke up because of my drinking. He says, I just want to tell you, I'm so very sorry for that. I couldn't stop. He says, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Do you know if your dad could have been suffering cirrhosis before he passed away, possibly?
That's what he passed up.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Oh my gosh. He says, sweetie, I want to tell you something. He says, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm at peace. He says, I'm completely fine. I'm completely sober now. That was just my physical body that had that ailment. Did he sometimes get blackout drunk? I feel sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes.
Mainly towards the end, I think he went hard. He was a functioning alcoholic for the majority of my life, and then definitely moments, but mainly towards the end when I think he realized it was.
But he was very sick.
Yeah, too late. Yeah.
He's talking about being in bed. Was he in bed when he passed away? Because he's talking about being in the bed.
Yes, he was in bed. Yes.
He says, sweetheart, I love you. He says, I'm so proud of you. He says, I think you already knew this, but he says you were my favorite child. I think you knew that. I think you knew that, didn't you?
No, I don't know.
No.
I was the only girl, so
he was very partial to you, darling. He was very partial to you, 100%. Yeah. Hi, you guys. He was very partial to you, darling, and so being partial to you, he loved you to pieces. But he said, did he have bouts of trying to get clean, but it just didn't work?
Yes.
He's making me feel like he got bouts of trying to get clean, but it didn't work. Does that make sense?
Yes.
He's also making me feel he wanted to stop, but he just couldn't. Does it make sense as well?
Yes, I think particularly when he got real sick, it scared him, and he did stop drinking, but it was ultimately too late.
Too late. The cirrhosis of the liver got him. He says, that's damn cirrhosis. It got me.
Yeah.
Did he drink Jack? Why am I hearing about Jack Daniels? Was that something he would drink?
No.
No, not Jack Daniels.
Very specific what he drank.
Very specific. But was it whiskey?
No, it wasn't liquor.
Okay, it wasn't liquor. Oh. Wait, why do I feel this was something that contained alcohol? But it wasn't necessarily alcohol.
It was beer. It was a certain type of beer.
Okay. I just felt... I was feeling sometimes he would substitute stuff that had alcohol in it, if not just necessarily beer, but he would, like, some people had drink stuff that contains alcohol, but it might not be alcohol. Does it make sense to you?
Oh, I never saw that. Oh no.
Okay.
But
okay.
You could have. I don't. He never did that in front of me or anything.
I heard Miller. I don't know if it was Miller, but I heard Miller. No. Okay, that's okay. I was trying to get the name brand of the beer, but that's okay. That's a specific that sometimes it's hard to get. I get stuff like sometimes.
But it was Budweiser. Very specific.
Budweiser. Yeah, I should have got that. No. Bud is so common.
Yeah.
He said I try to justify it by drinking Bud Light sometimes.
I only my whole life would see him drinking Budweiser.
Budweiser.
That was it.
I see with the Budweiser, I see the Clydesdale horses. That's all I see is the Clydesdale horses with Budweiser, right? Oh my gosh, so funny. He says, I'm sorry that I felt like a disappointment to you. He says, I felt like a disappointment to you, and I'm very sorry for that. He says, I'm sorry if I was a disappointment. I didn't mean to be.
I don't take it that way. I knew he had a problem that.
He says thank you for not, he says thank you for not holding against me. Thank you for not holding it against me. because you accepted him for his flaws, and he thanks you for that. Accepting him for his flaws was not easy, but he wants to thank you for that, sweetheart, okay? He says, you are so kind, you are so generous, you are an amazing person, and he says, I was so proud to be your dad. I was so proud to be your dad. Were you around him around the time he passed away, or almost with him when he passed away? I feel like you were almost there, or you were with him when he passed.
I was with him.
Did you tell him it would be okay for him to leave? If he was ready, that it would be okay for him to leave. Did you?
I don't remember. It was a very traumatic.
I know.
That's what I hold on to. It was very.
I know.
But I don't recall. I mean, I was with him, but I think I was panicking. I think, to be honest,
I agree with you. But he knows how you really felt. That he knew that you would be okay after he died. He just wants to make sure that you. Yes. He just wants to make sure that you knew that he knew that you would be okay when he passed away.
Right. Yeah.
And he says, you were the best thing that ever happened to me. I just want you to know that. He says, you were an amazing soul. And your husband knew your dad, did he? I feel like your husband knew your dad.
No. He never met him.
He never met him. Okay. But he knows your husband. He knows your husband. He knows of your husband. I honestly feel he was instrumental in bringing your husband to you.
Really? Yeah.
He wanted to make sure that you had a good guy, because you said he needed you to have a good guy in your life, because you really didn't have one. He said, I was not a good role model. I just was not a good role model, and I'm so sorry. He says, I don't blame your mom for leaving me because of his drinking problem.
Yeah. They both loved each other, I think. To the end, it was just,
he said, your mom deserved better than me, that I could ever do for her. He loves your grandkids, by the way. He was there. He was there when they were all aboard. He was there in the hospital when you had your children. He saw all of your children. Did you name one of your children after him or somebody else? Did you name one of your children after somebody?
My youngest's middle name, it's like a mix between my dad and my father-in-law. Because my dad's name was Rick. And then my father-in-law is Eric. So we just spelled it Eric with a K. To kind of honor. But that was the middle name.
I would have no way of knowing that that's his sign that he knew that you did that. Because I would have no way of knowing that, right?
Right.
So that's just his way of telling you that he appreciates that. It was a very kind gesture. He said, I don't know if I deserve that, but I thank you for that.
Yes.
And that's why he brought it up, because he just wanted you to know that he knew.
He knows it was the babies, yeah.
Yeah. He loves all of your children. I feel like they're all still pretty young, aren't they? I feel like they're still pretty young.
Yeah, they're still in elementary. I mean, they're not like babies anymore. They're
I feel like they're like, I feel like 10, 12, 13, kind of like 10, 11, 12 kind of thing. Like
my
9, 10, 11, 12.
oldest is about to be 10 August 3rd.
Yeah.
And then the other one's,
Do you have one that's 8?
We just turned 8, yes.
We said it at the same time, didn't we? Is the other one like 5 or 6 years old?
I just lost one. That's what's going on right now.
You lost a living child?
Well, no, it wasn't living.
Miscarriage.
But yeah.
Now, can I ask you, would you like me to read the child for you? That's up to you if you want me to.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I started assuming, okay, I'm trying to be more ethical, because I started reading people's lost child, and I assumed they always wanted to hear for it. So I'm going to start asking before I do it to make sure it's okay, because I don't want to make you guys feel uncomfortable, make you grieve anymore. So that's why I wanted to ask, because I can read miscarried babies.
Okay.
So now I'm getting a girl 5. Did you know what you were having? Was it a girl, or did you know what you were having?
I did know. It was not a girl.
So it was a boy. Okay, so
super recent. I mean,
like, was this just like within a few months ago? I heard a few. Like, was this like a few days?
Even sooner.
A few days ago.
Like that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Okay. Oh, honey, I'm so very sorry. So this was just a few days ago, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because what I heard was a few. I'm so very sorry. Gosh, I don't know what to say but that. I'm so very sorry. I'm getting a 6 reference with him. Were you like 6 weeks along or like 6 months along? I feel like there was like you were very early in the pregnancy. Um,
Um,
5 or 6 weeks
no,
along, maybe.
I wasn't. I was in second trimester.
Second trimester. Okay. So what is that like? Like 20
I
weeks
was
in early start?
13, almost 14
It was
weeks.
14 weeks. Okay. But I don't know. The six could mean something else. We'll put that to the side. I really don't
Okay.
know.
Mm-hmm.
He, the one thing I do want to say, listen, he is here with you.
Mm-hmm.
He is here with you. He's okay. He's the way I see it is, it just wasn't his time, and so he had to go back. And that's how he's making me feel. That's how he's making me feel. It wasn't his time, so he was called back home. If that's any consolation for you, like he just left. And so he just wasn't supposed to be here very long. And that's what he wants. That's how he wants me to feel. That's how he wants you to feel. But just because this soul that you've lost, this soul does not mean he won't be with you for the rest of your life, because I feel like he will. I feel like he will be here forever with you. He's going to be walking in your journey of having this child with you. I have a feeling that you're going to feel him along the way lines of you, if that makes sense. Were you hoping to talk to him?
Um,
Did you?
Whenever it came up.
I'm sorry.
Whatever came up.
Okay.
I knew it was super early.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard 12 weeks. So I think you were like 12, 13, 14 weeks along. Okay. He says, Mommy, it just wasn't meant to be, and I'm very sorry. It wasn't my time. I just wasn't supposed to be here, and I hope you understand. But he says, I will probably never have a chance to tell you this again unless you get another reading. But he said, I just want to tell you that I love you, and I'm sorry that I'm not with you. And please tell my dad I love him as well. That's what he wants you to know. And that's the message he wants to say. I love you more than anything. He says, I picked you to be my mom. And he says, I'm sorry that I'm making you so sad. I never wanted to make you sad, Mama. I never wanted to make you sad. And he says, if I could hug you right now, I would.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I don't know if that brings you any comfort, but I hope it does in some way, that you know that he's definitely here. And I know what these babies tell me, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but I would never do anything to make you feel like I'm making anything up to make you feel better. I would never do that to you. So I hope you understand that it comes from my heart when I do these miscarried children, because they do have messages for you guys, okay?
Thank you.
And I'm very sorry that you lost him. Are you sure you're okay?
I will be. Yeah.
How's your husband doing? I feel like he's struggling as well.
I've been so sick in and out of the hospital with everything, but so he's been really great at focusing on me at the moment. He's working and stuff, just kind of keeping.
He's very supportive of you. I feel he's very supportive of you. At the same time,
this was a big surprise. Granted, my other two are so much older. But we were super excited, obviously, when we found out. It wasn't planned.
Like he says, it just wasn't my time. I'm so sorry. I just wasn't supposed to come to fruition, he says. If I could give you a virtual hug, I would, sweetheart. I'd give you a virtual hug, sweetheart.
Thank you.
But he says, you're going to be okay, Mom. You're going to get through this. He says, you're going to get through this. I highly believe this, he says. You're going to get through this. Your dad is with your child.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, but you kind of knew it, didn't you? He was there to greet your child when your child passed away. I don't know. I don't technically know if it just was something physically wrong, or it just...
It was my body.
It was your body. Okay.
He was totally fine.
Okay. And you have a lot of guilt about this, and I'm so very sorry. He says, Mom, please don't feel guilty. It's not your fault. I know how much he says, I could tell how much you loved me. He said, that said, I knew I was loved. I knew I was loved. So please don't feel guilty about this. I know you tried. I know how much you wanted me. I know how excited you were. So that's why I wanted to make sure it was okay to do this reading with him. From now on, if I know people lost children, I want to make sure it's okay. I don't want to just assume people want to talk to their lost babies, because I want to be as ethical as I can on this platform. I really do. So I appreciate you letting me do the reading for the baby, because he really had a lot to tell you. I feel like he told you a lot of things, don't you?
Yeah.
And, like I said, he picked you to be his mom.
Right. Yeah.
He wanted you to be his mom. And I see you guys will get through this. It's going to take a lot of condolence. You guys are going to have to console each other, consolation. You guys are going to have to work through this together as a team. But I feel like your husband is so supportive of you. You got a good guy.
Yeah.
He's very handsome too, isn't he? They're telling me he's very handsome. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's very just a good night. He's a good hard worker. He's a nice guy, your husband. I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been taking care of the kids and working.
You lucked out of getting your husband, right?
Yeah.
You feel like you did. Like I said, I feel like your dad was very instrumental in you finding your husband. He wanted to make sure you had a good person, because you didn't have anybody. Your dad was trying to make up for lost time in bringing you the perfect husband, he says. He says, I'm watching over your child until you can be with him again, because you will be reunited with him again one day. I know that for a fact.
Yes. Are you able to feel if we ever, moving forward, have another?
Yes.
Or if it's the end? Because we weren't planning. We were done, and then this kind of.
Can I tell you something that I heard that's kind of exciting for you? I heard that this child will come back to you if you get pregnant again.
I didn't know. I'm so much older now, so.
Well, I mean, how old are you? Are you late 30s, early 40s? I feel like that's what you are.
Yeah, the 30. I just turned 36.
There's women 30 years older than you having babies. You are not that old, sweetheart.
I had my others, when I was in my early 20s.
But that's okay. You're if you get pregnant again, you're still young enough to take care of this child 100%. You're 36.
Yeah.
What do you mean? 36 is nothing.
This was like their chapter was ended, and then this big surprise.
Listen, it happened for a reason, and you can get pregnant again. I do feel like another baby will come for you, and I do feel like it'll be a boy.
It'll be another boy.
Yeah, I feel like he says he wants to come back to you because he wants you to be his mom. So I do feel another child with you, 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if it could be twins next time. I'm just being honest with you. I heard twins for a reason.
I don't know. I don't got any of my family.
It doesn't matter. Sometimes lost children come back to be joined with another child. It doesn't matter. Twins don't run in my family. My daughter had twins, darling. Twins don't run in my family. She had twins. Twins do not run in my family. But she had twins.
That's funny.
So I'm just being honest with you. It doesn't matter if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right?
Yes.
Is your husband, I feel like your husband's close to 40. I feel like he's like 39 or 40.
He's 38.
Yeah. So you guys are about the same. Listen, there's people in their 90s having children, honey. It's never too late. Look, Al Pacino was in his 80s and he had a kid. Come on now.
Well, like I said, we were done.
I know.
And then this.
But this happened for a reason, sweetheart. This happened for a reason.
It happened so randomly.
It happened for a reason. But listen, just because you had this miscarriage does not mean, just mind you, this does not mean this child is not with you, because it is, I promise you. I could have not heard anything if this child was not with you. I promise you, I could have not. And of course, you can't validate anything I'm saying, but you just have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. And I would never hurt you in that way and tell you these things if I did not hear it, my friend. I would not hurt you that way at all. I promise you, I would not do that to you. I'm not spiteful. I'm not that type of person. My only job is to bring you guys closure, and that's what I feel like I need to do for you, is to bring you closure of this child. But I do feel another child coming to you. Darling, I just heard twins again. I literally just heard twins again.
Oh.
Can you imagine
Well,
having
that's what
twins
scares
again?
me because my body, like,
I understand. Can I ask you, are you RH negative factor?
No, I'm fine with that. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we found out I always say it wrong, but there was a subchronic Corian hemorrhage between the sac of the baby and me, like from day one, a large one.
Okay.
So it was touch and go for a very long time, but the baby kept growing and heart rate was strong. And so as the weeks went on, the doctor was like, "Nope, you're having it. Like he's fighting. Like he's good."
He was. He
and
tried.
then,
Listen, he tried. His poor little body just couldn't take what was wrong.
That's why it was so bad.
He tried. He tried. Listen, I honestly feel if you do get pregnant again, which I feel you could possibly do, I feel like the pregnancy is going to go good. Like I said, I really feel like it's going to be a boy.
With the other, when I was younger.
Yeah.
With the other two.
I don't feel you'll have problems. I just don't feel you have problems again. I just don't feel it. I think, I really hope you know that this child will be with you the rest of your life. That's what you have to understand. This child will age up to about the age of 30. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so he'll be here with you. And did you come up with a name? Did you come up with a name yet for him?
Yeah.
Okay. He likes his name, by the way. Is there an S name around you, like a S, like a Scott or a Scotty or some kind of S name around you for anybody living or past?
I have an Uncle Steve, my dad's brother.
Okay, very good.
And then my mom's name is Sandy.
Yes, very good, very good. Now I just heard Mike or Michael or some kind of M name. Do you have an M name around you?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. What did you name your son?
Jet. J-E-T-T.
No wonder why he likes that name. He loves that name. Yeah. He loves that name. I almost want to say jet ski because he said, just call me jet ski. That's so funny. I just heard jet, but I almost want to say jet ski. But yeah, he no wonder why he likes the name. That is an awesome name. He says, thank you so much for giving me that name.
That was Jet back then. This is going to be his name.
Now, this was just happened like last week, didn't it? You lost this child.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wait, 6 days. I heard 6, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
I don't even know what the day is, so that's so sorry.
It's 6 days today. See? Things happen for a reason. I heard 6, right? Yeah. That's what the 6 came from, darling. Yes. Oh, my gosh. I would have no way of knowing that,
Yeah, it was on, last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just had complications with, been in and out of the hospital with the whole process. And
I'm sorry.
Infection and all this stuff. So I just had to go get the procedure to just get everything.
Talking about the DNC procedure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it caused a terrible UTI that has just
oh, honey. Okay. So now that the reading's pretty much over, can I do my energy healing for you to try to give you some strength and energy to make you, when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to feel a ton better. I promise you, my energy healing is very strong.
Okay.
And what is bothering you the most that I need to focus on for you?
Probably the lower, pelvic.
Okay.
Lower back, all that area.
Okay. So I'm going to just try to lift your pain out of you, okay, to try to make you feel better. And then you can tell me how you feel afterwards. Now, do you accept my energy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. Just close your eyes. Don't fall asleep. I know you're in bed, but don't fall asleep. Just close your eyes and relax. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go, sweetheart. Okay, Britt, how you feeling, sweetheart?
I'm good.
Did you feel anything at the time I did it? How did it feel?
I just got really hot.
I'm sorry. It's part of the healing process. I'm so sorry. Did you feel?
I'm laying in bed, but that's one thing. I got really hot.
Did you feel anything down by your stomach region or your uterus or anything?
Maybe a little bit, but the main thing is like I'm clammy now.
I'm sorry. I promise the energy healing goes where it's supposed to go, and you might feel it in different parts, but I promise it works where it's supposed to. I was not trying to make you hot in any way, but my hands are very hot to the touch when I do this, and that's part of the energy healing for me. But I also was just trying to make you feel better, trying to clear up a UTI and help you get rid of the stuff from DNC and all that good stuff, you know.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Listen, I can't say I know how you feel because I don't. I've never lost a child, but you know, you have my tremendous sympathy with your dad and with your, you know. I don't know if you want to show this reading to your husband. It's quite possible if you want to show it to him, it might make him feel better. I know that your son loved you guys very, very much, and he was very looking forward to be your child, but you know, that's why I wanted, from now on, I'm going to start asking, making sure people are okay with me doing the readings for their lost child. I just don't want to just always assume. Maybe that was a little unethical, but I'm trying to change how I do things. So I'm glad that you did that. I hope you brought you some closure with him.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Listen, sweetheart. So my YT is on my profile. The only link that's there is my YT, and you can go to it and it'll say reading for Britt, and I'll have this blue shirt on for you, okay, darling? And you can go back and rewatch it. Listen, sometimes the readings start off a little rocky, but that's because I'm filling things out and just, you know, but it's like I said, I hear things, but sometimes at a different time, like the 6th. The 6th meant something before we actually knew what it was. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So I
appreciate it.
Oh, honey,
I hope you have a good night.
Oh, honey, thank you so much for doing this reading for me. I do appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye. Bye. Okay, you guys. Hello. Sorry, you guys. I was in New Zealand and Australia for 12 days. I was not streaming. I have not streamed here in a long time. I'll continue to stream more. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much on my YT page. So I'm going to let this go so she can find this reading. But you guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in my next stream. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Very good.